Hello, welcome to Family. We've got your back. We're a day late this week because I haven't been ready to talk about it, and I still don't know if I am. So last Sunday, a man was really rude to me when I'm in the presidency of a children's organization for our neighborhood, and he volunteers for his wife who has the position of a teacher. And I gave her and the other ladies some instruction based on what the presidency had decided based on our handbook.
Yeah.
And he was quite rude about it, where he had no place to even talk, right?
Yeah.
Or say anything. And that he substitutes or helps out. Well, he doesn't he helps out because she has back issues or something like that, and so he does the lifting. And anyway, and so then I'm like, okay, I'll just inform the president of your decision, and we'll figure it out from there, right? I was very polite.
Yeah,
I had our son JD with me, and I asked him if I was rude, and he said, no, like, you were very nice, right? And so, so the next day he comes to our home, and Trent answers the door, and he asks for me, and I had no idea who this man was.
I didn't know him
sitting
either.
in the class, I just saw his profile, and he was he wouldn't even look at me. He was so belligerent. Anyway,
Yeah.
and let's just say he came to cause trouble.
He came to cause problems.
And so it was a criminal trespass. Let's just say that's the very least of what it was.
Yeah, it was a
Very
confrontational.
He was in my face, angry, in my space, and throwing things, and it was frightening for me. It was a false accusation because what he was talking about and accusing us of didn't ever happen, and it was just upsetting for me.
And I thought it was weird when he asked for my wife, but in an attempt to keep things even keel, I allowed this interaction to occur. And I don't know what I could have done a ton of, but at the point of time when I saw there was aggression, I should have intervened. And I was trying to keep the peace.
Yeah.
At Michelle's expense.
So, in my opinion, what you should have done as soon as you saw the aggression, you said, okay, you've made your point.
Yeah.
We understand.
Yes.
And just shut the door.
Yeah, it's... yeah. That's exactly what should have happened. It's like we have a responsibility. I have a responsibility, and that's why this is all about protection. Is because I didn't keep my wife safe. And it was a rough week because Michelle was traumatized, and I didn't do anything to prevent it. And it's my job to protect. One of my jobs is to protect. And so when this guy came and created a situation where she felt unsafe.
Still feel unsafe. Not being able to feel safe in your home is not.
So we're going to keep with our pattern.
The problem is that I still have to work with this man because there are no consequences for him because we went through appropriate channels in this organization, And the thought was that it would be doing more damage to him because I am the stronger person if we remove him.
And take away that responsibility.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would cause generational upset for him.
Yeah.
And so I felt betrayed also by the leadership that I am under. Because who sides with the perpetrator over the victim? Because the victim is strong, the perpetrator can do whatever they want. I think that's just not a wise choice. And so now I don't feel safe at this organization either now. And yet I'm not going to leave because it's where I'm supposed to be.
And she's good at it. You love those kids.
Yeah, I do. They need me, and I need them, and so it's. I don't know what to do. I didn't know how to behave. I was very upset and angry that this happened in the first place. That nothing's happening to him, and I'm the one with all the consequences, and that Trent didn't keep me safe. And then the immediate response was, "You're in the wrong, Michelle. You need to follow the counsel of your leaders. You need to calm down." And like giving me advice, life advice. I know I need to follow the counsel of my leaders. Thanks. I know. And like, instead of like, "I am so sorry this happened to you. We'll get through this together." It was accusation and condemnation from almost everyone in the house. And so it felt like I was being attacked on every side.
Right.
Like the response afterward was horrible for everyone, including myself. I responded badly. Everybody responded badly. It was just...
And
it was awful. It's awful. And so today late last night, there was finally some decisions made on, okay, so we are going to take these steps to keep you safe. And then I finally felt supported, and I am now able to recover because I know there's a plan in place.
There's a plan in place, and that
people don't.
Some hope.
Yeah. So, go ahead.
Yeah, so to keep in line with what we typically do, this is our definition of protect, which is, of course, to keep safe from harm or injury. That does not just mean physical injury.
No,
it's hugely important. Mental, emotional, everything, every need that you have. I was, like Michelle said, I was trying to fix things by giving counsel when she just needed the support. My timing was epically bad.
Not only did you you didn't prevent it, and then you made it worse. Then you attacked me too. So it was like what we were saying before. Unsolicited advice isn't helpful. It's attacking. It's attacking someone. Unsolicited advice is an attack, and I'm like, all right, So I was attacked on every side.
Yeah.
And not just by the people in the house, the leaders of the group that are above me in this organization. I felt attacked from them too. So.
Well, and like I said, all of this would have been all of this would have been avoided if I had simply done this on day one. If I had helped her to not feel harm, to remove the injury, our week probably would have been, it still would have been a little bit traumatic.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be because of you.
Right. And that's what is the most important. I have a responsibility to do this. And if I don't, then this is the consequence. So, We have a couple quotes here, and I can't read upside down.
And they're too small for me to read.
That was folly on my part.
Oh, I can't read that.
No.
Courage.
Oh, I don't think I have access to it on my phone either.
Not.
I'm just going to go like this. Courage, not compromise, brings a smile of approval. It was traumatic. But in my attempt,
he didn't want to make that guy
peace,
angry at us and have him like egg our house in the future after this, right? Like he was trying to like make that appease the neighbor.
Let's keep it civil. Let's keep it where everything's going to be okay. No, things were not okay in that moment, and it needed to be stopped right then. And that was
and
my
you didn't have to be rude about it
no,
either. You could
no.
have kept the peace, but said, "Okay, we understand. You've made your point. We're done with this conversation, and we're going inside," and shut the door.
Yes, and
like
that would have been
completely appropriate and not rude at all.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, he probably would have been offended because he didn't get to do what
continue to do what.
Right.
He wanted to prove that I was a terrible person, so he planned out this attack.
Yeah.
And did it in such a way that he had convinced himself we were in the wrong, and we weren't. We didn't do anything to deserve this. So he wanted to have a valid reason to hate me.
No, I want to
because I disagreed with him about him not following the handbook. Right?
Now, there are times, too, when compromise is the appropriate action to take. But as soon as safety is violated, that needs to be...
We're done.
We're done. Yeah, it's like there needs to be a stopping. If I see a kid in the hallway at school that's instigating a fight, I don't try to talk with them about it.
I remove
them from the situation. And that's what needed to happen. Right? And it didn't. So that quote was from Thomas S. Monson. And then the second quote here, the ache for home lives in all of us. The safe place where we can go as we are, and as we are. Oh, the place to go as we are and not be questioned.
I'm not sure I'm a fan of that quote.
Oh, well, I asked you to look over the... You did read it.
Right, I read it, but now that I'm thinking about it, I'm not a fan. No, at home, you need to be your best self.
I should have ended it at the first part.
Yeah.
The ache for home lives in all of us. You can't... Home is
It's a special place. It's not just the structure that keeps rain off of your head. Right. It's the place that you feel safest. And as soon as that sadly, that is sometimes not where you live.
Yeah, sometimes it's not.
And we want to encourage you. Yes, we want to encourage you to make your home safe.
Right.
So for us, next time anybody comes to the door, the oldest male in the house is going to answer it. Mm-hmm. And if they ask for a female in the house, they say, "May I ask what this is about?"
It's a telephone call.
And if they will not... say so, and if it's somebody we really kind of don't know,
please come back when.
Or if they say no, you may not, then you don't have access to this person.
Well, thanks for coming by.
Thanks for coming by. Have a good day. Move by.
Yep.
They're the gatekeepers. We now have sadly in our very safe, but now criminal.
Apparently not. Yeah.
Neighborhood. I have safe as our neighborhood used to be for me. It is no longer.
We've started walking our dog in different paths.
Yeah, we never walked past his house, and people are now driving a different road, and instead of past his house. Like, it's ridiculous that how afraid we are of him because he is unpredictable. Like, what is he going to choose to be upset about next and accuse us of? Because what we were accused of isn't.
Well, and hopefully, I mean, your time can do good things.
Hopefully he feels bad. Hopefully he is a good person and feels bad for doing this.
Maybe just had an awful day or
maybe,
whatever.
But that doesn't mean you attack your neighbor.
No, it does not.
So anyway.
Yeah. So, yeah.
If you're married, your area of protection includes your spouse.
Yep.
And it's not just male. Like, we were having a conversation that your name is safe with me. That's a way to be protective of each other, is you don't speak badly about him. Like this week and last week, I went to volunteer in his class, and because I brought a different energy, all of a sudden I was adored by a small group in one of the classes. Because, girls are funny. And they were saying mean things about him to me to try to get me to like them because they were trying to be funny. And I kind of was like, he's actually a very good teacher. He's actually a very good man. You just, because he's your math teacher, don't like him. Like, think about the history of math teachers. How many are your best friends? None of them, right? It's typically your other
it's true.
teachers that you like more. And they're
your
like,
art, like my favorite
right?
teachers was my music teacher.
Right? So, and same with theirs. They're like, we love her. I'm like, she's not
it's an elective.
Teacher. Yeah, it's like
it's like you're choosing this class because you like doing it.
Right? So anyway, so I was like not letting them trash him, right?
Yeah.
So
spousal protection.
So in their yearbooks that they wanted me to write, I brought a Polaroid and we had a little selfie and I wrote in it so I could be in their yearbooks. Anyway, it was a cute experience and we had a lot of fun. But I wrote, if I could go back in time and give myself advice, this is what I would say. And the first thing that I wrote in their yearbooks was, it's more important to be kind than it is to be right or funny or popular or whatever that girl needed to hear, right?
All of them. They needed
So anyway, but yes, especially if you, like, we are very traditional and we say the man in the relationship, his responsibility is to provide, preside, and protect. Like, and the woman's is to nurture and to
make the home.
Make it a home, right?
Yeah.
And basically run the place. Not run the place, but like ensure that everyone has a beautiful place to come and be and safe and grow and become their best self in, right?
Yeah.
And so if you are the man, you need to protect everybody's physical, emotional, and emotional and spiritual and all types of health.
Oh, you're talking about
all, like, safety. Yeah. All ways you could be safe. Like any type of abuse there is, like physical and emotional abuse, verbal abuse type thing. Like, you need to be protected from that by the leader of your home, right?
Yeah.
So, so your family as well, and also the things that you have purchased, the things that you own.
Right.
You need to protect those as well. Mm-hmm. So, not just
locking the doors at night and
making sure they're he's the one that makes sure that all the doors are locked.
Yeah.
At night,
things
like
are
that.
In bed.
If somebody is, hey Dad, I wrecked the car or the tire.
I'm the one that's going to take care of it.
I'm not going out in the middle of the night while he stays in bed. That's that's not what's happening.
Responsibility.
So it's his responsibility to do that. So
So our possessions, and then all of these are equally important, but this one is the spirit of the home.
Yeah, what you hold dear. It's like, oh, you were coming in here and watching X-rated movies. Yeah, that's not allowed.
That's not allowed.
Like, that destroys our family. You need to not have that in the home. Or, hey, if someone's being mouthy to mom,
Yeah.
It's his job to say, hey, that's
I don't
not...
think I've ever heard anybody swear in our home.
Except me.
Oh, well, I'm seeing from outside.
Oh.
It's like no one, when people come to our house,
They
we
clean
know
up their
that we know the
language.
people. We know the people. And
The people invited to our home have previously been safe people to be
and
around.
I'm not saying that people that swear are bad people at all.
No, but
I'm
like,
just saying
we just
we
typically
value
don't.
language.
We do, and
so,
just so you know, the word I used was not even
anyway, dear.
What people anyway.
Yeah.
It wasn't a real swear word. Anyway, so yeah, so it's not just, it's the idea of your home.
What spirit rules in your house, right?
Yeah.
So.
Oh, we're done.
Yeah,
okay.
that was it.
So this week's assignment, I can't read that. Take
measures to protect your family's interests. Whether that's, so all of these are our interests, right? If you're not doing those things that would help people in your house to feel safe, then take some measures to do that. Even if that's a conversation, that's all it took. I mean, that's what helped Michelle the other night, was a conversation about what things can we do, what
steps does he specifically need to take so that
I can be a better protector of my family
and just like steward, I guess. Like think of a farm steward and how they do all the things to keep the farm running, right?
Yeah.
Well, what are the things that he's could improve upon that he doesn't even realize that he's not doing because he just
hasn't thought about them.
Hope they didn't, like our kids. They, oh, do you need this in your bathroom? No, it just appears. How do you think it appears? Somebody buys it, thinks about it, and goes and buys it and puts it in your bathroom for you. Like, it's like, are you kidding me? You're 20. How do you not know that things don't just appear in your bathroom when you need them? It's like, oh. So yeah, so we had that conversation about, oh, it doesn't just appear. No, it doesn't. It's your job to take care of it. So anyway, we had that conversation, and yeah, I just needed to feel supported. So I know we're running long, but if someone is the victim in a situation, they don't need advice. They don't need chastisement. Well, you shouldn't have been out late and then you wouldn't have been hurt type thing, right? They don't need your condemnation or judgment or advice. They need to know that you care and are behind them, that you're with them. And so something that somebody could have said to me was, that was awful. I am so sorry that happened to you. We'll get through this together. Instead of, well, you have to forgive him. I know. Right? So first, back the victim before you take steps to heal, right? Because if they feel less like a victim, they are able to feel more safe because, oh, I have backup, right? Then they can start to heal their own mind, because you telling them things isn't going to do any good if they aren't in a position to hear it yet. If they ask for advice, how do I get past this? Then you can say, well, I think forgiveness is a good step, right? But until they are ready to hear that, they will just feel attacked if you tell them to forgive. Right? So yeah, number one, support the victim. We're not saying punish the perpetrator, because we're not going to call the police. No. If he does it again, we will, because that's just, he should have learned his lesson, right? because it's just not okay to do that to somebody. But yeah, so yeah, support the victim first, and then you can take steps forward. But please, please care for the people around you so that they do not feel unsafe in their own homes.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Hope you have a good week.
Hope your week was better than ours.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be a while before this is out of my system and I feel safe again. But we just hope that you stay safe.
Yeah, stay safe.
Keep each other safe. Have a great week. Bye-bye.
Bye.